It's the soft spot on the soft network. My name is Musa Wenkosi. I trust that you're well right there. I know you're well because our numbers are rising, and that's because of you. Thank you so much, 1245, for loving us and being with us throughout the journey thus far. This is not varsity lifestyle. We're somewhere else today. All the way Gamagugu. We've come to Gamagugu to share Likuku Gamagugu. It's a very special place. We are at the Gamagugu School for Children with Special Needs. And I'm sitting right here with an amazing social worker with an honors in psychology, which is Dudu, Nondumiso. Morgan, Ndlovu, which one comes first?
Well, it's not double barrel, but I honor that and I appreciate that in Women's Month, you
Yes.
are also honoring my maiden name. So that's really, really special.
That's how real this conversation is going to go. Sister Dudu, thank you so much for having us right here at your place of employment, at your place of passion.
Thank you so much for spending the day with us. This is an amazing month because it's Women's Month. As women, we get to celebrate who we are as women. And just to go back to what happened in 1956 when women marched for our rights to have IDs and to get a job. And hence I'm sitting here today as a woman.
Identification, employment. Identification is empowerment in a way. Employment is empowerment in a way. So
Absolutely.
what the women were fighting for, it's what we've seen grow, which is fact, fairness, equality, and a voice in a space that needs a voice of a woman. That's the world, obviously. Sister Dudu, great gift. I love that. Please tell us, what is this? Where are we? What does it mean to be at the Kamakuku Special School?
All right, so today you are here to celebrate with us, one, that it's Women's Month and a
Yes.
woman is sitting here in front of trophies because for the past month or so, we engaged in a competition called the National Teacher Awards. This competition is quite big. It exposes teachers, and I am a teacher in this school and a social worker. It doesn't end there.
Right,
I wear
continue, yes.
many hats in this school.
1956 empowerment has given you many hats.
Absolutely.
Lovely,
I
lovely.
work and I engage. I have fun with my learners. We exchange ideas with my colleagues and we grow as educators and over and above that as a social worker. So you are here because I have recently won. I came third in the National Teacher Awards. As you see, these are my two
You've
trophies.
outdone yourself. She's being humble, my faith. You know, sometimes in life you gotta understand there's a process. And in between the milestones, teacher, psychologist, and social worker of Ramakuku Special School. You took part in the National Teachers Awards competition under a very particular category. Your specialty, in fact. And what category is that?
Okay, so I entered as a special needs teacher. So our category is special needs teaching. And the theme for this year was all about empowering resilient learners. And so that was the whole focus. And I'm so proud to have entered as a special needs teacher because people don't understand special needs. You know, some people think out there that we come to the school, look after the kids, and we go home. And it doesn't work like that. We work, we teach. At this school, I'm an IT teacher. I teach computers to special needs kids, and they learn and they apply the knowledge in their daily lives. This shows by them coming back to school to say, "Ma'am, I've got a job here. Ma'am, this is what I do. Ma'am, I've got a TikTok account." And for us, that is a milestone as teachers because it shows us that even though a child has special needs, they have their special way of learning. And we also follow the policy that allows us to teach these learners in our own curriculum. So it shows that anyone can learn, and that's very important.
Thank you so much. I heard you mention a very powerful thing earlier on, as in there was a thematic approach towards this year's National Teachers Awards. You mentioned resilience as one of the words. And what was the other quality?
Empowering.
Empowering a learner and teaching a learner with resilience towards learning. As we were in your classroom earlier on, seeing you conducting a lesson, I saw how you want the learners to take ownership of their responses, right? And they say you're right. And that gives empowerment in my answer being right. And I saw that you also give a chance for them to actually try and practice the task at hand
On their own.
on their own workstation, so that they can also own the mistake and own the result that is positive.
Absolutely.
What an amazing experience we had.
Yes.
So how has teaching in this environment, to you as a person, how has it affected you as an individual?
Oh my goodness. You know, I am now an older lady. I'm not going to reveal my age. But you know, I've had many journeys professionally in my life. And I think, Musa, for the first time, I must say that this space has made me feel wealthy. You know why? Because when you are in a place of work, you celebrate your achievements when maybe there's money coming into the company or you get a promotion. Here at Gamagugu, I see results every day. Every learner that I help, I get a call from a parent to say thank you. And the thank you is not a monetary reward, it's just by word of mouth. And that for me is very empowering. Our learners come from very difficult circumstances, very vulnerable communities, but they are so happy here. They appreciate each and everything that you do for them. For me, that's winning. And that's empowerment. And these learners are resilient because even if they come from difficult
Circumstances.
yes, they are empowered. They feel great. They feel proud.
Yes.
And that has taught me as a person that you need to celebrate even the smallest achievement in your life because that's what matters.
Such deep words. Finding wealth in your daily routine, that is a treasure. Says Dudu, now kindly tell me more about the National Teachers Awards. You went through the Ehlanzeni district level where you took the cover to
This one.
you took the
So first position here.
the processes I mentioned.
That's why it's bigger.
And I'm sure achieving this was a big milestone for you.
was.
And as I hear the story goes, you were not really keen on taking part. You never saw the value up until you committed and then you started the journey.
I will tell you why.
Tell me why.
So when I was approached, so when I started teaching in a special school setting in 2022, so I'm very young in this speciality.
Absolutely. Very young in this specialty. You're
Yes,
doing well.
I was teaching at a high school in Johannesburg, teaching in a girls' school. So coming here, and this job found me, by the way. It called me, and that's why I'm here. So when I came here in 2022, I was very young. I was approached that year to enter the competition. And I said to my coach, I'm very young in the field. It's not possible for me to participate. He followed me last year and asked me again. And I said, I'm finding my footing in special needs. And it's amazing that this year I was approached just shortly after I lost my father. My father passed away
I'm sorry to hear that.
in June, and at the same time I'm studying. I'm doing my master's. Everybody, so
Is that going to lead to the red thingy, masters and then doctorate?
so I'm a step away from doctorate. I'm a step away from the red gown, and
red gown
I'm
is
coming.
so
Red gown, wait
prestigious.
for me.
I'm sorry about the passing of father.
Yes, so my father passed away in June, and I was writing exams in June, and my coach, Sir Wilson, said, you are entering MEM this year, no matter what. And I remember thinking, you know what, I need a challenge, something that will take me off the pain that I'm feeling. And I
Right.
went for it. A week before the second competitions, I entered and I came first position. I gave it my all, I went for it. But then the next level, the provincial level is tough.
Can I
But
just hold you there?
Yeah.
It was quite a hectic June month. The passing of your dad, the exams we were going through, self-doubt. I mean,
Of
you've
course.
got a beautiful baby girl as well, I believe. Her name is
Yes.
Molly. So motherhood, professionalism, and private family matters. And that brought out the resilience in you, didn't it?
Absolutely. And that is why when I was told what the theme was, empowerment, resilience, I said, I think this is me.
You had
With
to.
everything that I'm going through and all the work, as I told you earlier, that I wear many hats in this school. I thought, if I have to prove that I'm resilient, this is the time.
This is the
This
milestone
now.
of being
Exactly.
qualifying to be, I'm a self-made, resilient, hard worker.
Yeah, yeah.
Congratulations for taking the Ehlanzeni district.
Thank
It's
you.
not a small thing.
No.
Ehlanzeni district is huge. It's all the municipalities. Mbombela municipality, Mjindini is part of Mbombela. You've got Leiden, you've got Bushbuck Ridge, you've got Nkomazi. And you've got educators all participating, and your your specialty, your category was the special needs. That's impressive.
Yes, I'm very proud because, and you know, for me, this entering this competition was not really about winning. This is about shedding some light to the community out there and dispel the narrative that special needs teachers don't teach. They come to babysit children. We don't do that. We work, and we work for good results. And this is a testament to that.
Your learners, because they're not students, they're learners. Your learners are interactive, and you need to interact with them in return. I saw you got hand gestures, eye contact, and communication. And we take these things for granted. But during a setting at the special school, at the School of Special Needs, that interaction is part of the lesson.
Absolutely.
Where you make gestures of approval, then the child will identify approval with that gesture. So
Absolutely.
as a teacher, you have to be very authentic. How do you do that?
You know,
Life is filled with so many challenges.
you know,
but you have to come back and be authentic with the
absolutely.
children.
You know, the most important thing is when you come back, when you come into the school, you leave everything, all the baggages.
So you take off that hat.
Yes, you take off that hat and you walk in as someone who is fully ready for the day to embrace everything that the learner is bringing. You are embracing who the child is and what you're going to be in that child's life that day. And so when the child comes and says, ma'am, you cannot say, oh, mind you, sign language has just officially been made the
Number
12th, yes, the
in South
12th
Africa,
official language in this country. So when someone comes and does this, it means, I'm sorry to disturb you. Can I talk to you? And you say, of course. And once you've engaged in that conversation, this means thank you. Thank you for giving me your time. You know, so there's a lot of ways we talk to our learners. Most of our learners can't speak, so when they ask to go to the toilet, they do this. This means I need to go to the toilet.
If you're not engaging eye
Yes.
contact, you will miss that. And
absolutely.
then that will determine the learner's confidence. Like, what am I doing wrong? Because
Yes.
yesterday, ma'am saw me, but now today, ma'am doesn't see me.
Yes.
And I have to just say, you've been talking about it each day. Each day is a brand new day, reset from scratch. We do it as properly 200% as we did yesterday,
Yes.
even better.
True.
Doesn't that make you an immaculate individual?
You know what? I don't want to take any
Aye.
any crowns here, but it does.
Attention to the detail makes a better man, I think.
Each and
Minnie.
every teacher in this school is a unique, very special person. It takes a bold, powerful men and women to walk into these gates and deal with the issues that we're dealing with. We are not only teachers in the classroom. You have to attend to each and everything that happens around the school grounds. We have playground duties. On Tuesday mornings, I don't go to the staff briefings. I stand here behind us because I have to monitor what happens on the ground. So that's giving of yourself more than your profession. You're also becoming a mom. You're also becoming an aunt. You're also becoming everything that the learner needs from you. And that's us on a daily basis.
And the learner needs to have an ear of a mom, an ear of an aunt, an ear of a sister close by so that they could be able to communicate themselves better.
That's true.
What does the future hold for children with special needs in this country? Do you feel perhaps there are policies in place that are enhancing the educational level and also maybe creating a future of professionalism for these amazing young people?
Okay, that is a statement that breaks me because, you know, our learners start from grade R here at school and end in grade 5. We call it level 5. So we don't teach the normal curriculum.
Correct.
Our curriculum is called DCAPS. It's for
Right.
disability learners.
Right.
There are no jobs for them out there. There are no schools. There are no colleges. There's nothing. So as teachers, and I'm glad you asked that question because we are also committed as teachers to go out there and find something for them. We have occupational therapists here in the school that have committed to find jobs for our learners. So when they reach level 5, they will be employed at Bucor, at SPA. One of our children works at a printing company, assisting there. But these are short-term posts. Some of them are lucky because if the employer has taken a liking on the child, they will employ them full time. We've got a beautiful young girl who finished school last year, who works at Panarotis. She was just made permanent. So that's something to celebrate.
That is a proud
It makes
moment.
me
That's
want to go and have
progress.
lunch there every day so
And
that
give
I can
a tip
support.
with a smiley on the tip.
Exactly, to
Let me
support
understand
the
something.
business.
When
Yeah.
you say the girl that's at Panarotis right now completed school last year,
Yeah.
at what level did she complete?
At level 5. So
Exactly where you end here.
yes, so when they turn 18, they get to level 5. So whether they, the only thing that determines that Elena is leaving Gamagugu is the age. When you turn 18, you exit the school. And at the age of 18, you are still young. But in our case, you need to fend for yourself. And mind you,
That's not right.
you're a special needs
That's
child.
not fair. It's
Me-
it's like waging. You're trying to measure competency
Based on age.
Based on age.
Absolutely.
When the dynamics are so various.
Exactly.
How do we actually have a voice against such nonsense? It doesn't make sense. It's like trying to retire a person before it's their time to retire. You know what I'm saying?
But that's why such platforms here, we talking, it's very important for someone who is watching, listening out there, who is a stakeholder, a business person, to come to our school and see our children and give them jobs. So if you own a business, come to Gamagugu, offer something.
2 positions, and you'll probably be
Yes.
there to advise. You won't be just
Yes.
absent out of the situation.
Yes,
Because now,
yes.
as an employer, you money focused. You're an HR manager. You're very, very practical and stereotype. You're not as sensitive as just Dudu might be, Mr. Wilson might be. Now, with your involvement, I imagine the employer can become sensitized towards that and make the work process easier for everybody because the language will be common now.
Yes.
We need to educate ourselves so much
No,
more.
absolutely. That is why it's important when someone offers a child some form of employment from our school, we walk the journey with the child and with the employer together, so that we can make sure that they understand each other.
That's right.
Our children are visual learners. They
Yes.
don't read or write.
Yes.
So if you give an instruction to the child that today you're going to pack this, you're going to fold that, you're going to count, not counting, you're going to do this and that, they will listen and they will take it to heart, but visually. And that's where they differ.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
In terms of spirit, do you have the jokers in the class? Do you have the ignorance ones? And then do you have the ones that like to tell you about their weekend? Because there's different personalities, and I believe everybody's got a personality.
You know what? I would like to say, Trevor Noah, step aside.
Yeah.
We've got kids here who can take him on and actually get the money that he's earning.
And the humor is authentic.
They're very, very good, and they're authentic. They will tell you what they see. And believe you me, that's why as a social worker, when a case comes to my office, I believe the child more than I believe the adult who has done whatever they've done to the child. The child's voice matters more.
How important is it that family members, the places these young people call home, how important is it for the family to be on the same page with your sensitivity towards the child's grooming? I don't understand. This environment seems to be very sensitive to the children, and I fear that Elokshini, I'm not sure. I'm not saying people are not doing their parts, but how important is it that the parents are on the same page as you guys are?
Oh my goodness, that you have nailed it on the head. That is a fight that we have as teachers with parents every day. You are the pill in the child's life. The child doesn't need anything special, no big buildings and money and flashy cars. The child wants you. You need to be involved as much as we, the teachers, are involved from 7 o'clock to 1 o'clock.
Day to
Day
day.
to day.
Not a week
smiling.
ago,
No.
day to day.
Happy, excited, bringing our all. You need to take over in the afternoon and continue what we are planting in the child. Do not break the child. And that's what families do.
Do not break the chain
Do not.
of connection.
Exactly.
I can imagine. I can't even imagine.
No,
Have
it's
you
a
had
tree.
in the real world, out of 100%, how many cases are green? Like Mtana Lona receives the attention that they get here at school, similarly as at home.
5%. 95% of parents, and I'm talking mom, dad, go, auntie, malume, whoever is raising the child,
And affecting the
they
child.
are failing us big time. They are failing us. They are not working with us. They actually takes us 10 steps back in everything that we do for our children. The child gets home, gets called a name. The child does this, they get whipped. We don't do that here. We love, we nurture, we feed. We've got an amazing feeding scheme. Thank you so much to the government for that. They eat wholesome food. When we get home, we hear that the child went to bed with bread. We understand circumstances are different. But why don't you start a vegetable garden? Plant potatoes and cabbage and all of that. Give the child wholesome food.
But
Add to everything that we
garden,
do.
a garden at a point where a person maybe can't give themselves a full 3 hours of not divided attention, a garden will be like miles away.
Yeah,
My fear is that,
sadly.
as you say, you start in the morning by engaging and applying the right principles to groom the child to be a resilient individual that is empowered. Masekafika ekhaya, akhululeke ngefomu, kuyashintsha konke. So tomorrow you're starting again to raise that resilient.
That is why we also have life skills, a life skills department that I coordinate, where we bring the children in and we teach them life skills,
Right.
confidence, self-empowerment.
Right.
We have boys talks, we have feminine talks.
Right.
The girls we give, as you saw, the sanitary towel truck coming
You
in.
mentioned the DSD earlier on. The Department of
Yes.
Social Development was here with a big truck earlier on. They are delivering boxes and boxes of what they do annually. Tell me about that program.
So we have a program with the Department of Social Development where they deliver sanitary towels they donate sanitary towels every year to the school. As a social worker, I'm responsible for that relationship. So they will engage and say, we're coming on such and such a day, we're bringing so many. And what I'd like to appreciate is that the bag that you saw,
The green bags.
the green bags have 6 packs inside that will last the child for 4 months.
Let me get this straight. Those sanitary towels are already packed in green bags
Yes.
into boxes.
Yes.
Such attention to
yes.
detail.
So the child gets a bag and they carry it
Ownership
home with
and pride, empowering.
Absolutely.
Oh.
Guess what happens when they get home?
Don't tell me.
I'm telling you now.
Tell me then.
The packs are taken from the child, they get distributed, and I would like to state that it's not all families. They get taken from the child, they get distributed to all the family members, female family members. How do we know that? Because as soon as the child has her monthly period, the next month, she's back in my office to ask for a pack. And then I ask them, but what happened to the bag of so many
Less
that
than a
I've given
month
to you
ago.
less than a month ago? Oh, I gave it to my mom, I gave it to Gogo, I gave it to Auntie, they took it. The child
The child
has
doesn't know
nothing.
better.
Exactly.
The parent should know better.
Exactly.
That this is for Lungile because
Yes.
Lungile is very favored by the DSD.
Yes, yes.
Wow.
Yes. So I would like to appreciate all the government departments, Public Works, Department of Social Development, and most importantly, the Department of Basic Education in this province. Very supportive. Our children are transported by buses because the department has decided that they will be traveling in style. They get these packs. We have an amazing nutrition program where our kids get good food to eat every day. We appreciate the government support. This is what puts us on the map, and this is why competitions like the National Teachers Awards are really appreciated, because that's where the department is showing us that we are with you, we support you, we recognize you, and we reward you.
And let's uplift the best of us now and praise them for their effort, which is exactly what you've done. You've lifted up the entire school. I'm also very proud that we've got educators of your caliber, we've got awards of this nature, and we've got commitment for young people who really need it, getting it.
Absolutely.
Okay, we're not ending it because we'll probably come back again. We're probably going to have more awards in future. But as we move on to the remainder of the year, what sort of activities become priority as you end the year here at school for the children?
All right. For those who are leaving, because I also teach the 18-year-olds who are leaving.
The level 5.
Yes, so there's different types of levels. There's different types of 18-year-olds that are leaving. We are finalizing them getting ID books. We create.
You involved in that process as well?
Yes, we
That's
create
incredible.
amazing letters for them to go to Home Affairs and not queue.
That's
And just
incredible.
immediately get attended to get their IDs. I also specialize in helping them get an extended grant. So those who have a disability, we send letters to the SASSA offices so that their money is extended.
That's incredible.
Furthermore, we're making sure that they're getting jobs at the end of their tenure here at school so that they can have decent lives and live a meaningful life.
I have a question now. you do all these administrative duties, such as the home affairs duty, the SASSA duty, so that the child has got something to create a way path for them. How do you know that she's getting the grant? How do you know that while she's still at the school, at least you see them day to day, you see progress, you see regress. But now that she's in the world, how do you know that the SASSA funding is actually serving her needs? Isn't there a program that is an after school, I don't know.
No, they don't have such a program, but I'm happy to say that the parents always tell us the children come back and visit us and they tell us about their lives. So we appreciate those long-lasting relationships
Yeah.
that we maintain with them.
So so what you're saying is when they reach level 5 and they go for the world, there are some good stories, there are some good results that come from them.
There are some good stories.
Private entities, corporates, private companies out there. If you're watching this, we need your involvement for the future of these beautiful young people. They are our children and we have to be looking after them. If you have an opportunity for even vocational work, or if you got something of value to come and donate to the school, if you want to come and build a basketball court, being involved helpeth groom a nation of outstanding individuals. You know what I'm saying? I like what you're doing and I'm really, really impressed and proud. I would say you've got a beautiful future with these guys. It was your first time starting at the National Teachers Awards and you've done very well. I'm sure your family is proud. Do you also go on other platforms like radio and talk sometimes? And what do you usually talk about then when you go on?
I was recently invited to speak at the Voice of Hope
I knew
radio
about it. That's
station.
why I asked the question.
Yeah.
I'm asking like I don't know, but
So and they asked about the NTAs and I gave a talk and also encouraged parents and encouraged stakeholders to please pay attention to our school and pay attention to the needs that we have so that our children can have a bright future in
so
the
well
end.
spoken. Do you enjoy media sessions? Do you enjoy being in front, speaking, especially about something that you're passionate about?
I do a lot.
Show us the beauty queen, guys. All right, now we'll have to talk about Miss Lowfield.
Back in the day.
No, it's the soft spot on the Soft Network. I would like to thank you, Sis Dudu, for your time, for really uplifting us and bringing awareness. You know, these trophies, like you said, they are bringing awareness of what you do and how important it is for people to be aware that there is a future for these young people only when given a chance.
Yes.
I wish that you continue making a difference day to day without fail.
Thank you so much. And thank you for your visit. Thank you for the exposure. We know this is going to bring a wealth of opportunities for our learners. Thank you so much for coming.
You deserve it.
Thank you.
Can I have a cake? I'm joking. It's a It's the Soft Spot on the Soft Network. I'm very excited to be here at Kamagugu at the School for Children with Special Needs. My first time to sit here and become so enlightened, so informed, and so proud to be amongst individuals who are so dedicated with a story to tell within the profession. And I'm right here with Mr. Wilson, Pastor Wilson. Hey, my hero to be next year. Yeah, you'll get into that soon. Good day, sir.
Good day, viewers. My name is Wilson Mushupia. I'm an educator here at Kamago Special School.
Mr. Wilson, when I first heard about you, the word coach came into play. And before we went into the camera, we've been talking about your footprint in the sphere of education. And man, you've got a footprint. I'm so impressed to be sitting next to such a seasoned caliber teacher. Now, I'll tell you, I saw that working within the field and sphere of with children with special needs has been a desire within you. Find one. How? How are you so connected since 2003? It's been on the field, upgraded, graduated, grew, developed. Why this field? Is there such a thing as a calling?
You know, when I passed my matric, I didn't just choose a course, but I looked for a prospectus and I put it there for 3 days. I fasted and I prayed that Lord give me guidance on the course that I must take. And I came across a course named Care of the Handicapped. I did not know much about it, but the Lord said to me, this is the one. And I went to the college, and then I registered that course. So handicap basically it speaks about disability. And we initially we thought it ends with N6, where I was in Polokwane. So only to find that it was N3. But then I registered up to N3. Then our N4 to 6, it was supposed to be in Pretoria. So I couldn't go there. But then I volunteered in a school in Seshego called Grace and Hope.
As a teacher assistant?
There I was volunteering as a teacher assistant, yes.
It was not a formal post as it is today?
No.
We're calling Buffet. Did you hear my question? It was a... Please continue, Minya.
Yeah, actually when I volunteered, I was not paid.
No.
Yeah, so...
There was no stipend.
Exactly.
You are fortunate you was getting stipend. You are very fortunate.
Exactly. And at somewhere around, I started January, somewhere around August, and they just gave me a check and said, you are now hired. And I was like, wow, that's great. Did you know? Did you see it coming? Or you were just walking by faith?
I was just working by faith.
And you were happy?
Very much happy. I was content with what I was doing. And remember, I was working, but my parents were paying accommodation for me, giving me food and all that. Yet I was working. But then the opportunity presented itself, and they hired me. So I think one of the challenges people do, they don't want to volunteer.
They don't want to pay it forward.
Exactly. So
paying it forward has some lifelong benefits. I see it.
That's true. So, and then I worked there from 2003 in Seshogo's Grace and Hope Special School until 2004, December 2004. And then they called me into the office and they said they are sending me to Olifantsfontein for their satellite school, which is Euphoria Adult Center. I went there, worked very hard. And when I was there, I saw a post of sasotherapist. Sasotherapist literally meaning teacher assistant.
Right.
In Mpumalanga, I applied.
Right.
I came for the interview. They took me.
Yes.
And I started to work as a teacher assistant sasotherapist here at Kamakoko from 2006 January.
My gosh.
Yeah.
You are asset. Asset. You're not an asset. You're a spearhead of this profession. I'll tell you why I said that. You didn't just take the profession as in Monday to Friday. You also took part in some of the extracurricular activities within the profession, such as the National Teachers Awards. And you are a champion that has seen it from district to provincial to national to China. Tell me about that, sir.
Okay, I think before we come to that,
I like that too.
Because I was a teacher assistant. Someone might say, "How do you get?"
It's a big. Sorry,
yeah,
my mistake. All right.
Yeah, no, it's okay. Then 2008, I registered for my diploma in teaching.
Right.
And then I qualified. 2012, then I was hired in the very same school, Kamago Special School.
Yes.
As a teacher,
yes.
as an educator.
My levels.
Yes. And then after I was employed, then I was also studying my advanced diploma in education.
Right.
And I completed it, and I registered my B.Ed honors in educational law.
Wow.
Educational law and systems, yes.
Wow.
And yeah, sitting here today, I've got my B.Ed honors and then gunning for my master's. So,
I'm impressed. Yeah. Then I entered for my
I love it.
national.
I want to get educated right now. Like, I want to go and register right now. Oh, so
Yes.
inspiring.
Yeah.
Continue.
Yeah. Then I entered for the National Teaching Awards.
Okay, now, National Teachers Awards.
Yes.
They are a annual thing. Not thing, it's not a thing, my mistake, bad English. They're an annual, what's the word, teacher? It's not an event, man. An annual program
Yes.
that runs to identify, recognize, and celebrate, appreciate,
teachers, yeah.
exactly. And they've been running since 2000 and
Since 2020, and
Since 2020.
This is a 24th edition.
so since 2000,
Yes,
24.
since 2000, right?
Yeah, since 2000.
Yeah, since 2000.
And now,
Is a
tell me
20
about the journey where you took it from district level. Remember, now you're a teacher,
Yes.
and you've had a journey in the profession thus far. And then when you entered for the National Teachers Award, what was your category and what were your projections?
I entered for excellent in special need teaching award.
Before you tell me how that went, what does that mean? What is being excellent in special needs teaching?
Being an educator that is hardworking,
Yes.
a teacher that is passionate about what he's doing in class,
Yes.
and showcasing and telling their stories,
Yes.
in the teaching fraternity. And the program has been formulated to appreciate teachers. It's just so wonderful to be appreciated as a teacher.
You can say that again, sir.
Not only as a teacher, but as a person.
As an individual.
As an individual, you need to be appreciated. When you do something good, you need somebody who can just tap on the shoulder and say, well done.
Awemachi, you are doing well.
You are doing
Your
well.
story is not ending. It's not over yet.
Exactly. And I entered. I want to appreciate Mem Rokshana Jiwa, who mentored me at that time.
Shout out to Mem again. What's her name and surname?
Mem Rokshana Jiwa. She mentored me at that time, and I got position number 1 in the district. That was 2018.
Etlanzeni district. You
Yes.
know? Nice.
Yes.
It's a wide district. Well
Yes.
done. Yes.
And then I went to the province,
Provincials.
and I also got position number 1.
My God.
And the province is comprised of 4 districts, which is Buhlabela, Nkangala, Ehlanzeni, and Gert
Sibande,
Sibande,
yes.
in the province of Mpumalanga.
Yes.
So I got position number 1, and I advanced to national.
Nationals to compete with the entire caliber of
Yes.
teachers of dedication and talent in South Africa.
Correct. And there I got position number 2.
My God. Oh, yes, you did. But you still went to China.
Then after that, the number 2s. Because remember the number 1s.
Yo, what did number 1 get?
Car.
Oh.
Yeah, number ones my number 1 got a car.
And that tradition is still, cars are being given away.
Yes.
Department of Education, you rock. That's the money, you're being misrepresented in the public eye, you know that. You guys work hard and you are brilliant, intelligent, and you're showing results. Continue.
Yeah, then I was identified by DBE, Department of Basic Education, as one of the candidates that must represent South Africa in China, in Xinjiang Normal University. So I went to Xinjiang Normal University in Jinhua.
Wow.
So that's where I was there for a month, attending a seminar on excellent and special teaching
Yes.
for the developing countries.
Developing countries. And we are also mostly
Yes.
actually developing country.
Yes.
Relevance with a vacation in it.
Yes. So I had a great time in
I
China.
can imagine a
and-
month in
and-
China, yo.
And I've
man.
learned so much. I've learned so much, and came back. And in 2021, I entered for the Hero Shiro Awards, where I got position number 1 in the district, position number 1 in the province, and going to national. The competition was very tough because the principles that we found actually were 2 groups. So it was a group of principles that we found in China, and our group as educators.
Right.
So the group that I found in China, when we came back, they entered for the Hero Award, Hero Shiro Awards.
And these are principals, people.
These are
These are
principals.
big guns.
These are big guns. They make big decisions.
There is healthy competition
Yeah.
in teaching. I like that. I like that so much.
So, and but you know, the journey gave me much confidence because in the province, we were only two, and I was competing with the principal, and believe me, I got the upper hand on her. I got position number 1
At the province.
at the province. Remember, I'm just
Which is remarkable.
Yes.
And this is your second time around getting a
Yeah.
position.
Yes.
Bagati, Mr. Wilson is participating. Please cancel me. Never mind. We all know who's going to win. And that is respect. That's nothing else but
Exactly.
respect earned for your hard work.
that built my confidence as a teacher.
Yes, sir.
You know,
You've arrived,
believe me, you
yes.
cannot enter for the National Teaching Awards and you remain the same. You can't.
Yes.
You can't.
Yes.
You come back with confidence.
Yes.
You come back with knowing that I'm the best.
And with renewed purpose.
Exactly. And yeah, then coming back.
Mani.
Yeah.
You're getting number 1 for the second time in the province. You go to the nationals and you found the group in the getaway in China. Now they're also partaking in this one.
Yes.
What was the result of that
Yeah,
second?
then there I got position number 4. Thank God I came back with a laptop.
And a lot of pride.
Yeah.
A lot of pride.
Exactly.
It's quite a journey from district to provincial to national. And I know you got plans to increase your trophy cabinet with next year's title.
Yeah, and okay, then that was 2021.
Right.
2022, the district appointed me as an adjudicator.
I like that. Recognition in
Yes.
your efforts. That's right.
Yeah, so 2022, 2023, 2024, I have been adjudicating.
What does that mean? What's your role there?
Meaning, I was representing Sanase for special need.
Right.
So, I was an expert
Yes.
as a special need educator
Right.
in that panel.
Especially when it comes to that category,
Yes,
special needs.
yes.
I like that.
So, and then, yeah, the past 3 years I've been adjudicating. It has been a great journey. Not only adjudicating, I took it upon myself that I want to see teachers develop.
Yes.
And I started with the recruitment within my school,
Out of your own will,
out of my own will.
which is what sometimes God needs you to do. You know, He
Yes.
needs you to be willing.
As a teacher, when you rise, you don't go alone. As a leader, as you rise, you go alone. You bring somebody with.
They call them destiny connectors or something.
Destiny helpers.
Destiny helpers.
Yeah,
I learned
then-
that from
Yes.
Tandega G. the other-
Amen. You know, a leader is a leader because it can produce other leaders.
And that is achieved by exemplary leading.
Yes.
And exemplary leading says this way.
Exactly. Miles Monroe says, as a leader, as you are leading, you must put in mind to have a succession plan. So, what I did was to identify teachers within my school, even beyond,
Sir.
because there are a lot of teachers that I coached.
Yes.
I have my own coaching class.
Yes.
Others even come to my office in the church,
Yes.
whereby I coach them,
Yes.
preparing them for presentation,
That's right.
preparing them for adjudication.
Yes.
So,
for adjudication.
yes, before they go and adjudicate,
Yes. They have to have an idea of what it's all about.
exactly.
You're giving them an added advantage
Exactly.
to forget the butterflies and come with the confidence, because that's what
Exactly.
counts.
Yes.
They are blessed.
And believe me, people that I coached, most of them got pushing number 1s, number 2s, number 3s. There's no one who got pushing number 4.
I have to catch you there. This is a testimony, guys. It's not a story. Dudu Lovo is a product of coach. Hence I said coach is one of the caps he wears.
Yes.
You met this not young, but she's new to the team, less than 3 years old, skeptical about it, but then you saw potential. And a coach sees potential in people.
You know, before Mem Tutu came, though I really persuaded her a lot. We have got a teacher. Actually, we have got teachers in my school. Mem Zandile, Mem Busi, who entered. They got positions, and I've got one who entered in my school. She got position number 1 in the district, and she went to the province. Though she did not go to national, but this year, 2024, she was appointed by the province to adjudicate.
Oh, yes.
To adjudicate in the province. So meaning,
Succession plan
succession
worked.
plan worked. I'm an adjudicator in the district.
Yes.
I thank God that she's appointed to be an adjudicator
In the province. God will put you in spaces to help others rise.
Exactly.
And never complain, because your rise is coming up.
Exactly.
You're ministering to me, Pastor.
So, her being there in the province, it speaks volume
About
the work that I'm doing in the school.
your capability, your
Exactly.
influence, and your mentoring.
Exactly. So now you coming to Dudu. She has explained the experiences that she went through before going for adjudication, the passing of the father, and the writing of exams.
Real life challenges
and
in
all
1
that.
month. Yeah.
Yes. And when she went for adjudication, she was also swamped up with exams. But then I had to influence her to enter, and also coach her, prepare with her and the presentation, and make sure that she's ready for adjudication.
Mr. Wilson, it's a very technical competition, this, isn't it? It goes back to the drawing board of certain disciplines and ethics and of presentation and language. It's very involved, isn't it?
A lot.
Teachers educating teachers. Yo.
Yeah, it's and remember, when you go there, you don't only adjudicate for your own category.
Absolutely.
You educate, you cut across.
Please mention some of the other categories, because I know your specialty will be special needs. What other categories are there? I know you also want to win the hero. What's it called?
Next year, I want to go for best teacher.
Yes, best teacher. That's a category of its own. What does that category entail in your knowledge, sir?
Okay, there are new categories which they have added. 2021 they added a Hero Shiro Award.
What does the Hero Shiro?
Hero Shiro.
Hero Shiro, meaning the genders.
Yes.
So it could be either.
It could be either.
You can't have both.
No. You can't be a she. I can't be a she. I hero.
Can they appoint a he and a she in the same year?
Yeah, depending. No,
There's only one winner.
There's only one
That's
winner.
why it's a Hero Shiro.
Yeah, there's only one winner.
That's
So,
true.
like, when I went to the province 2021, it was myself and a principal Shiro.
Correct.
Yeah,
You
so
did
I'm a
mention-
hero and she was a Shiro.
Right.
And I thank God this year that Shiro entered for the best teacher, and she got position number 1. She's going to national.
Wow.
Yeah, so next year.
This school is producing products.
Yeah.
You are a product yourself, sir. It's amazing.
For me, I'm currently scouting others for next year.
I like that.
Not to enter alone.
Yes.
So, but then it means I'm going to relinquish adjudication position.
Of course, because
and
you want to
then come
compete.
as a candidate.
Candidate.
Yes.
That's right.
So, because there's so much story to tell.
I like that.
There's so much story to tell about my life.
Correct.
And about what I do at work.
And
not only at work.
Yes.
Even outside.
I want to talk about that outside. Thanks for coming there. You are pastor.
Correct.
You have your own congregation.
Correct.
A man of God that's dedicated to not just lead others into professions, but also lead others to salvation.
Yeah.
What's the name of your church, sir?
Consuming Fire Christian Family Church International in Msholozi. It's situated around White River.
Lovely.
That's where I'm a founder and the senior pastor of the church. And believe me, we have seen God a lot in that church. So
I like that.
I am an educator.
Where do you get the time?
I am a teacher.
Where do you get the time?
And
Pastor.
I'm a pastor. And I also work for Wits University part-time under a program called High Hopes.
High Hopes.
And
Tell me about that, sir.
High Hopes, it's focusing more on the children that were born or living with deafness.
I understand.
So what we do, we are home interventionist. we go to homes that are identified with those kids.
Right.
In most cases, we work with audiologists
Right.
from different hospitals.
Right.
That's where we get the names of.
Correct. There has to be a database somewhere of legitimate cases.
Yes. And then they also refer them to us.
Right.
One, parents when they give
When
they-
raising a child with deafness.
when they give birth with a child who is living with disability,
Disability,
it's
yes.
difficult for them to accept. So our mandate is to cross the bridge with them, help them cross the bridge, accept, love the child, be with the child.
And have high hopes.
Exactly. And where there's a language barrier based on the child living with the disability and the parent not knowing sign language, that's where
Home
we
interventionists.
bridge that. We bridge that. So we go to homes, we teach sign language, and if children don't have hearing aids, we
Hearing
assist. We assist to facilitate that with the audiologists.
Yes.
And children who does not have grants, we also facilitate that.
Wow.
And then children who doesn't speak sign language, they just speak survivor sign language.
Yeah.
Then we help the parents and the child to learn a proper sign language.
Common ground.
Yes. So that there can be a communication between the child and the parent and the family members. So in High Hopes, that's what I do.
Excuse me, sir. Vets University has got the program like
Yes,
that
yes.
out of their own budget.
Yes.
It's not a state-funded thing.
No.
And they also administrate the linking from hospital audiologists to
Yes.
home interventionists.
Yes.
Today I'm learning, yo. I'm with coach and I swear I'm becoming a new person. Just like you said, after you've had a session with a person, they become brand new. I like that. Now, are you still with High Hopes?
Yeah, I'm still with.
And Vets also coordinates cases in your area?
Yeah, we have got many home interventionists, but I travel as far as Akonhoek,
Oh, wow.
Nkomazi.
What do you do for fun? Just to... Because I'm worried, sir. You're doing a lot of good things, and you need to spoil yourself and laugh. Do you laugh?
I do.
Tell me when do you have a chance to laugh at not profession or soccer, but at being an individual?
You know what?
Yeah.
Sure, my life is busy.
You are. I feel tired hearing your story, but I'm filled with hope to know that a person can do so much.
My life is very busy. You know, sometimes most of my weekends are not free. But when I get time, spend time with my children.
Ah, that's it.
Because
That's it.
I hardly have time at home.
I see.
It's either church,
Or work.
working 2 jobs,
Right.
Penrich,
Penrich being...
teacher development, where I'm facilitating sign language.
You need to teach me a couple of cool...
Definitely will.
Like boss, pay me. You
Yeah.
must... So I don't want to say something.
It's actually what I do there. The program it has got days in a year. I think we attend 8 days in a year. So
The Penrich program,
Penrich program.
I see that.
I've been with them since 2008.
they only have 10 days in a year to roll out whatever they've got for the year to the beneficiaries.
They've got a lot of programs
Yeah.
which they are busy with.
Yeah.
But the program I'm participating in, it's teacher development.
And it only has 10 sessions a year.
And 8.
That's how limited the skills and the time is in the world. Hence, when we have a chance to be kind and fair and listen to a person, especially a person with special needs or disabilities, they don't get all that attention in this world. Can you see? Only 10 days in a year. It means that we are so saturated in the world that when I meet one child that needs my attention, let me add it and make it a 9th day.
Yeah. So in class, we facilitate sign language. Mostly is attended by educators and parents of children living with deafness.
Yes.
But even open to the public.
Yes.
So I've been with the program since 2008 up to today.
That's brilliant.
So I can tell you we have produced many teachers and parents.
And success stories.
Exactly.
And common grounds.
And you know, one of them, today she's working for social development as as a sign language interpreter.
That's brilliant. That's brilliant, Maras.
You know.
We need more more success stories.
And we need more people that can do sign language, whether freelancing or working for department or whatever. But we need people that can do sign language interpreting.
These special skills, I call them special skills because they are for a very special group, but at the same time they make such a difference. It makes such a difference. All right, Mr. Wilson, we're almost out of time, and you are an encyclopedia with a non-ending alphabetical order. I wish we could talk about so much more, but thank you for spending time with your kids, because you are an amazing person. It wouldn't be fair that the world gets groomed by your hands, and then those that you love the most, we must change that around. Yeah, but at the end of the day, that title that you're chasing for next year, Best Teacher Award, it's yours, because I've learned so much just sitting here with you. Before we go, teach me a sign language to say, thank you for watching.
Thank you for watching. This is watch.
Thank you. Thank you for watching.
Yeah.
Teach me another one, I'm good at this. Teach me another one, I'm good at this. Please, another one that I can take care.
Okay. Let's just say, when you greet, when you meet a deaf person, you say, hello.
Hello.
How are you?
Let's do that again.
Hello.
Yes.
How are you?
Of course.
But then how are you? And how I'm going to respond to say I'm fine. It's the same sign, but facial expression is different.
Wow.
Like you will say, hello, how are you? Okay. When you do this, it's a question. It means I'm questioning.
Wow.
And when I do this,
Yes.
it's a question mark.
Yes.
Then when I do this, I'm fine.
Oh.
I'm fine. If I'm not fine,
Sir, why don't you have private classes teaching sign language to people who would like to know the language because it's official and it's so interesting?
I think in the future I will have one.
After church services on Sunday, maybe between 3 and 5, 2 hours.
No, that sometimes I do, and sometimes
that.
I'll go to other churches and interpret.
I look forward to attending.
Yeah.
Teach me again. Thank you. How do you say thank you?
Thank you.
Thank you. And what does this mean?
Thank you. But sign language doesn't have a tense to say four, but we don't say four. We cut four. We put it outside.
Yeah.
Thank you for watching.
Thank you for watching.
Three.
Really?
W. This is W.
What does this mean? That's something else.
This is W.
Thank you for watching.
W. Yes.
You know, I feel so common, and I'm nothing. I'm nothing. You are the
No,
man.
you are something.
Yeah,
you are
that you
something
know
else
sign language. You've been
today,
to
man.
China. You have a congregation that loves you. You know what? You're living your best life right now. Don't you ever think that you're not doing well? Okay. I'm impressed to meet you.
Thank you. I really appreciate for the time that you had with us.
Wow.
It's just so wonderful. I'm delighted. I'm delighted.
Thank you for talking to me.
Thank you so much for coming.
It's the soft spot on the soft network. I love the law field more and more when I meet incredible individuals of the law field that live to make a difference. You're no longer from Seshego, say. He's ours. He's not going back to Seshego. It's been a pleasure being at the Makhuhleni School for Children Living with Special Needs, and we've learned so much. And thank you so much for opening your gates to us. There've never been cameras allowed in the school, but the soft network has given you an amazing glimpse, and all through efforts of really bridging the gap. And you are making a difference.
Thank you.
You, my sister. Thank you. Thank you, Mpatsi. Thank you for coming with us. It's been great. I've had a great day. Thank you. 3 fingers for watching.
Thank you so much.
It's the Soft Spots on the Soft Network. We've had a great day. And thank you so much to our sponsor, Ice King, for bringing us a bulk supply of Gourmet ice cubes and Mira still water. And also thank you so much to our host, our Deputy Principal, Mr. Makhuhleni, Ushandu, for having us here at the school. Sir, you invited us, we came through, and you welcomed us. We've had a very insightful day, sir. Thank you so much for having us. And what can you share with me as we depart about the essence and the values of the school for children with special needs here in Kamagugu?
Thank you very much for honoring our invitation so far.
Absolutely, sir.
Yes. Briefly, what we can share with your viewers at home in our different networks is to say the special school, Makhuhleni Special School, is one of the best school amongst our sub-district, which is Mbombela, whereby we take care of our learners, which some think that they are unable, but they are able because they can do excellent in different activities, maybe sports, dancing, music, academically. So, because now we have already begun a process whereby we want to make it a point that at the end of the day, when they finish their grades, they have something that they will compete with amongst the other mainstream school. Thank you.
So powerful. Thank you so much for your time, sir. May you keep up the great work and keep the spirit of togetherness, of the biscuitness in the school because it makes great camaraderie.
Okay. No, very much
Thank you, sir.
thankful. Thanks.
We're on our way back to 12:45. We were here at Makhuhleni and we enjoyed ourselves. Take care. Keep sharing and subscribing. It's the Soft Spot on the Soft Network.